guys, this is Blessing Njoh, also known as Mrs. Ejim, and today I'm bringing you another episode in my culture shock series. So wondering what I'm talking about? Recently I started this culture shock series where I intend to review the most shocking and odd things about the Netherlands. Well, I have lived here for over 17 years and I still find so many things shocking. And I'm not even talking about the shock that you get when you just arrive or when you just migrate to a new place. I'm talking about the shock that I still get confronted with each and every day. So already in this series, I have uploaded a video where I talked about the fact that pets in the Netherlands do have an international traveling passport. If you haven't seen that one, that is actually my very first video of this series, and this is the second video. So if you haven't seen the first one, I'm gonna leave, well, I think you're gonna see a link right above me right away. Click on that link, go watch it, and then come back here to watch this one. I'm also going to leave that same link in the description box below, so if you choose to watch this one till the end before going over to watch that one, that's also cool by me. So I'm actually very cold at the moment. I just returned from an event and it's 5 degrees and I don't even feel like taking off my jacket. Like, I'm just gonna do this video with my jacket on, with my shawl on. I feel good right now. So I don't know if you can already see from the title what I'm going to be talking about in this episode, but this one is like one major, massive hell of a culture shock. Like, this is something that didn't happen or that I didn't experience. Well, I'm going to put it this way. This is something that is just embedded in Dutch culture. Like, if you're a woman and you have a son, and your son is in a relationship, he's married, he has a fiance, he's living together with someone, you cannot visit them without you being invited. I'm just really going to take my time on this one and enjoy this pure. I was actually very hungry. I ate a bit before I left for the event, but you know, the event took, what, 4 hours? And right now, I need to eat. And this is quite good. Rich, yummy, really good. So, what prompted this video? I was at work actually, and a colleague of mine, a female colleague of mine, was gisting another colleague, telling her that her mother-in-law was at the house. That's not even the shocking part of it. Her mother-in-law came to the house, came over to her house, the house she shares together with her, well, boyfriend, because I don't think they're really married. And the woman came and pressed the bell, and this lady, this colleague of mine, was telling this other colleague that she didn't open the door for her mother-in-law because her mother-in-law didn't call to say she was coming. So she didn't appreciate that, so she wasn't going to let her mother-in-law in. And when she was, look, when they were talking, I didn't intend to eavesdrop, but you know, the sound waves kind of like bounced into my ears. But when I heard what she was saying, I immediately stopped what I was doing. Like, you are not serious. You locked your mother-in-law out in the cold. Let me eat another one on that one. That one is a big one. For people who are from where I come from, there is no other culture shock bigger than this one. Like, of all people, I'm not talking about your friend, I'm not talking about your colleague, I'm not talking about a relative, a cousin, nephew, niece. I'm talking about the woman who gave birth to the man you call your fiance. That woman comes over to the house, rings the bell, and you refuse to open the door for her simply because she didn't inform you she was coming. Where I come from, forget that relationship, forget that marriage, it's over. Like, you cannot do it where I come from. That is one huge culture. It's more than a shock, it's an earthquake, a culture quake. Like, like, no, now to be serious, like, this is, like I said, it's part of Dutch culture. Like, irrespective of who you are, they don't care who you are. If you're visiting them, you got to inform them. And that's a major difference with where I come from. Because where I come from, family first. And family is everything. When your family comes around, I'm not talking about nosy family who do not have your best interest at heart or who is after something and all of that. I'm talking about someone who visits you out of love. Maybe she was in the neighborhood and she just thought, oh, my son lives here, let me stop by to say hi. Or maybe she was in distress, you don't know, and then you shut her out like that. For one, it is mean. It is very, very mean and wicked, in my opinion, for you to leave that old woman out there. Would it have been the same case had it been your biological mother? If it was your mother who was visiting, would you also have refused to let her in? And that's another difference with us, because when we get married to a man, or when we are living together with someone that we believe we're going to spend the rest of our lives with, his family, his entire family become our family. Like, we no longer, yes, biologically, we still know that, okay, this woman is the mother-in-law, but we don't feel that way anymore. I don't know what happens with us, but once we have that person we call our man, his family automatically kind of like becomes our family. So you cannot imagine me lock my own biological family out. So in that same way, there is no way I'm going to lock my in-laws out. And I think a whole lot of people from where I come from can really understand what I'm trying to say here. Like, it's the last thing you want to do. Of all people, not even your mother-in-law. You could get away with it when you do it to your father-in-law, because you know how men are. He might just, take it with a pinch of salt. He might just feel like, okay, you know how these kids are. And he'll just walk away, and he might not even mention it to anybody. But your mother-in-law, that is the woman, like I said before, who gave birth to your husband, your fiance, your boyfriend. If not for that woman, that man would not be there for you. He would not be yours. She's the one that instilled all the values that he has, all the things, all the characteristics, the traits that he possesses that makes you love him, that made you in the first place to fall in love with him. It's that woman who taught him. So I do not understand where you cannot even reverence a woman like that. Like, if you really regard your man, his mother is like all that. Like, I don't get this, but that is why it's a shock to me. And she was so comfortable saying it. She felt so proud, like, no, she can't just barge into my house like that. She has to call me. She has to let me know that she's coming. She didn't tell me she was coming. She didn't give me a call. She just came to the door and rang the bell. And of course I didn't open. Major shock. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you think she did the right thing by letting the woman stay outside, or if you think she should have at least gone out to listen to the woman, or just tell her, look, mom, could you maybe come back in an hour, because I'm kind of like a little tied up. Even that is unacceptable. You cannot do that. Just let a woman in, give her a cup of water, let her relax her legs, and then you can get to work. And then when she sees that you're busy, maybe you're behind the computer, you're doing stuff, or you're cleaning the house, or she sees that you're busy, she's automatically going to know that, okay, this girl is busy, I might want to go and come back. But on the other hand, if you really see her as family and you really make her feel at home, she's going to come, and even if you're busy, she's just going to feel relaxed, like, well, I'm home and you're busy, cool, I'm just going to watch TV, I'm just going to hang around, this is my house. And that's the way I think it's supposed to feel. So let me know what you all think. And also, what I find interesting to hear or to read from you guys is telling me what odd things or what strange things you have experienced where you live, especially if you have migrated from your original place of birth or where you originally come from to another place. It could be that you moved from your village to another village, or from your city to another city or town, or you moved to another country or another continent or another world. That is also possible. Let me know the shocking things, the odd things, the strange things that you have experienced. And this series, like I said, is going to continue because there are so many more odd things that you can hardly imagine that really go on in this country, and I'm going to share them all with you guys. So if you want to watch all of them, all you have to do is make sure that you subscribe to my channel and join my Blessing Njoh Vlogs family. I call them my BNV lovers because personally I believe that you have to love someone to want to subscribe to their channel. It's not about the numbers. It's not about the video, it's not about even what you look like, it's really about the personality. You need to have some kind of connection with someone to want to hit that subscribe button and to want to, watch more from them. So I really do hope that you guys like me, you like my personality. I try as much as possible to keep it real, or as real as possible at least. So if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and when you subscribe, do not forget to hit the notification bell, because that way you will be notified every time I upload a new video. Hope to see you guys soon on my next episode or in one of my other videos, okay? Bye for now.